Welcome, welcome. It's Amy with Lulu Bean Designs. How is everyone doing today? Welcome to another live video where we're going to be painting a shaker today. So I'm super excited about that. So if you're watching, come on in and tell me hello and tell me where you're watching from and what's going on today and all of that. Are you crafting? What are you doing today? So this week we are talking about SVG Clubhouse, and we are doing all the bonus projects that you get when you join this week. So my SVG Clubhouse is open this week for new members. We only open 3 times a year. Sometimes we do a fourth, maybe like a really quick opening, but for the most part we only open 3 times a year, and we're open this week. We will be open until Sunday at midnight. So if you're looking to join, don't wait, because every day that you wait, a bonus file goes away. And so we are painting this fun shaker set today, but if you don't join today, then unfortunately this one will be gone. Every day it gets like less and less with the bonus files. Hello, Deetra, watching from South Alabama, working on orders. Very cool. Okay, so we are... when we open to new members, we always offer bonus files. So this week we have 5 bonus files that we've been working on. So let me tell you a little bit about SVG Clubhouse if you don't already know. Hey Sheila, how are you? My camera on me is a bit distorted. Huh, that is weird. I don't know why it's distorted. I wish I could fix it. I can maybe change the standard definition. Let me see if this one's better. Is this one any better? I changed the definition. There's like 3 choices, but normally I go with the middle one. So I don't know if that'll help or not. I know it's like a little bit dark, but I've got all my lights on, so I don't know. But all that matters is that you can see the project, and I'm gonna make that screen big in just a few minutes. Okay, so for my SVG Clubhouse, and y'all don't look at my hair, it's been a bundle day because my husband and I have been doing some woodworking stuff. So, and it's still hot down here, so I'm a hot mess. So anyway, for the SVG Clubhouse, if you are not familiar with the club, what we offer is it's $15 a month, and for that you get 4 exclusive files every month for being a member. So the files that we give you every month don't ever go up for sale in my Etsy shop. They don't go up for sale anywhere else. They're exclusive to the club. So you get 4 new laser files every month. This month we're doing Christmas because y'all are working on your Christmas projects. You're wanting to get your craft fairs going and all of that. So I know you need Christmas stuff. About the same. It's pixelated. Is anybody else? Is it pixelated for anybody else? Comment and let me know if your screen is pixelated on the side where you see me. Oh, Sandra's in the car. Good morning. Please be careful if you're driving. So anyway, the files every month. So this month we're doing Christmas. We always do 1 door hanger. We do either a tier tray or a shelf sitter. We do a shaker. We do a shaker. We used to do them every single month. Sometimes we do them every other month, and we throw something different in, like a banner or just a different kind of sign or something like that. But we do like all kinds of fun stuff. But you definitely get 4 files every month. And then whenever we open to new members, if you're already in the group, then you get the bonus files as well. So, oh good, you're not driving. Okay, so let me show you the files that we get for this month. So these are the October files. So this month we are making the theme is a cup of cheer. So we're making this door hanger that says pour yourself a cup of cheer. And I give you a detailed supply list also as part of your membership. So you get to have all the paint colors on your list, as well as the links to all the supplies that we use. Like for this sign, we use some wood beads and some wire, and the glue and the paint. You get all the links and all the fonts and all that. I give you a detailed supply list every month of all of that. You also get marketing photos as a member. So you get to use the blank and finished photos to market your products to your customers. So you get those. And then we also do a live paint party every month. So we have lots of fun with that as well. We have a private Facebook group that you get to join. And then we also have a membership portal where you can log in and access all your files. We also made a tiered tray this month. This is our Mrs. Claus's Coffee Company tiered tray. So I painted all of these live. If you missed these and you want to go back and see, just go to my Facebook page and scroll back over the last few days and you can see all these videos. And then we made, this is a really popular one this month. A lot of people really like this one. This is the car charm. It's like a Christmas rainbow car charm. And we learned how to do the macrame fraying on that. And we also used some cute little wood beads. I found some little buffalo check wood beads. So we got to make those. And one of the bonus files this week is going to be a Halloween version of this car charm. So I'm painting that live on Sunday. So make sure if you want to see that one that you tune in that day. I haven't picked a time yet. I may go live in the evening on Sunday. I like to do Sunday evening lives. And then this was our shaker that we made the other day. So this is a frame. It's pretty big. It's like a 19 by, I think, 10 and a half. It fits on Glowforge. All of our files are Glowforge friendly. You can do up to 8 stockings on this file, and then we filled them with these fun little fillers that I found at Michael's. And this one was really fun. So we made this one. And then the bonus files this week, if you joined on Tuesday or Wednesday, you qualified to get this file that we did, the witch bicycle file. That one, though, that went away. It was only a bonus on Tuesday or Wednesday. And then the second one that we did was this shelf sitter set. So this was the bonus. This was a bonus that you also got if you joined on the first day, you got them all. But this was the bonus that we did on yesterday. So we painted this. This coordinates with the tiered tray. So they kind of go together. And this was fun because we did some puffy paint and we did some glitter and we just had a lot of fun with this one. And then today we are going to be doing this shaker set, and it says, which better have my candy? And we've got some little candy shakers. So if you haven't made a shaker, you're in for a treat today because that's going to be fun. And then tomorrow I am doing this Baby It's Cold Outside snowman door hanger. And I also, for my door hanger files, I also give you the split version of all of these. So if you are not able to cut a full-size door hanger with your laser, like if you have a smaller machine or you have a Glowforge Basic or you have a pass-through door but you don't know how to use it or whatever, you can cut the backers, the round ones, and this one in 2 pieces, and the shiplap line hides the cut. And then I have a fastener piece that you can put on the back. And then the last day, I don't have a picture of it yet. I still have not cut it, but we're going to be doing the Halloween version of that little car charm. So, all right, hold on. Let me get this off the screen. And then I can go back and see your comments. Let's see. My face is not as crisp as my arm in the other photo. That's so weird because let me go back to the other. I'm using a really good camera for the front. Let me go back to the high def. Yeah, I'm using a really good camera for the front, but the overhead is just my iPhone. So that's really weird. I don't know. Hello from Canada. Oh, you like the pretties one? The pretty one was really fun. Yeah. Okay, so let me go ahead and make the screen like this so you guys can see the overhead a little bit better. I've already started painting some of the letters on this sign, and I'm painting them white. So I'm just taking my little sponge and painting them this way. I just grabbed I buy these big sponges either at the Dollar Tree or on Amazon, and I just cut them up. So this is just a little cut up piece of sponge. This is my big, they come shrink wrapped, so that this one hasn't fully inflated yet. It's like those, what are they called? Those bags that you buy to like vacuum out the air. They come like that, come like vacuum sealed, and then they just have to like poof up over a little while once they are opened. So I just opened this one. Okay, so I painted these white just with some Deco Art white paint. And I don't even think I'm gonna have to do a second coat because that looks pretty good. All right, and then we'll go ahead and paint our frame pieces. So these pieces are the frame that goes around the sign, and we're going to do these in white as well. Probably can just keep using the sponge. Hello, Diana. Hello, everyone. Thank y'all for watching. Are y'all doing anything fun on this Friday afternoon? we are looking for some activities to do down here in Louisiana this weekend. There is a Zydeco Music Festival my husband wants to go to. I was looking for a farmer's market. I really want to find a farmer's market, but it looks like the one that I really want to go to is on the first Saturday of every month, and I missed it because the first Saturday of October was last Saturday, unfortunately. So I missed it. But I really want to find like a good, I love a good farmer's market that has all kinds of crafts and food and music and all of that. I'll probably do 2 coats of this. You could also stain this if you wanted, or black would be really cute. I love black because usually I can get away with 1 coat with black. Oh, Connie is in Nebraska. I've never been to Nebraska. I've been to Canada. Lisa said she's from Canada. I haven't been out west, really. I've been to California, but like I was like 10. I would like to go out there, though. When I say out west, I mean like anything is west to me because I'm from Virginia. So all of that is out west. All right, so I might let that, yeah, I'm going to let these dry for just another minute. And while those are drying, we will paint the backer. This is actually going to be a pretty quick project to paint, I think. And then I'll show y'all how the shape components all go together. Okay, so this lines are all scored on there for y'all just to make the placement easy. And we are going to paint the back of this is going to be Purple Cow. And this is also by Deco Art. This is Purple Cow. But then I want the back of the candies to be white. So that my little shaker things that are different colors show up. So we're going to paint behind the candies are going to be white. I love this Purple Cow color. It is so cute. And you can still see the score lines. I made the score lines dark enough that you can still see them even though I'm painting it. So you can see where to put everything. And I did shiplap lines on this, but you can, if you don't want to do the shiplap lines, you don't have to. And this is the, actually, I think all my pieces, yeah, so all my pieces on the side are 1/4 inch birch. But I'll show you what you can do. You can use some 1/8 inch on this project if you want to. Like this backer in the frame, if you want to use 1/8 inch, you totally can. But I just have a lot of 1/4 inch, so that's what I used. Get a little bit more paint. And I bought some pretty little sparkles sequins to go inside of the candies on this. Okay, I'm gonna just, with this big brush, I'm gonna get as close to these candies as I can, and then I'm gonna switch to a little brush to try to get around them and not make a big mess, not be a sloppy painter. I've also used cardstock on these before, where you put cardstock behind the shaker feature. So like you could cut out some pieces of cardstock instead of wood. Well, you're going to still need your wood, but you could cut those out the same size as the wood and put those behind your candies. That would be super cute for your background. And yes, you can cut cardstock with your laser. I have cut cardstock many times with my laser. Will this be up to view later if I need to go soon? Yes, all my videos stay on my page, so you can always watch them in the replay. Absolutely. Okay, let me switch to a smaller brush so I can get in there and get those details done. And I think I actually might go ahead and do the white first. I'm trying to figure out what size brush I'm going to use. Probably this one. Oh, Vanessa, you're making cake pops. She's always baking. Everything sounds delicious. I would weigh 500 pounds if I was at Vanessa's house. Always baking all the yummy cookies and cake pops. Sorry, I get quiet when I'm doing like detail painting. I love throwing purple into the mix with Halloween stuff. I think it's super fun. Yeah. Oh, yes. Post pics of your cake pops. I would love to see them. What theme are your cake pops? Are you making some Halloween cake pops? I've made cake pops before. It's been a long time. All right, so I think we've got enough white there for our first coat. And then I'm going to do some more purple around there to finish up around those candies. Burgundy light pink theme for a bridal shower. Oh, that sounds pretty. Turn that around. So yes, this video will be available in the replay, and then I also post pictures of the finished product on my page as well. tiny bit more purple paint. All right. Just kind of blend that in a little bit. Okay, so there's our backer. And now we just need to paint our little candies. Okay, so the way that shakers work is that you have 2 layers and then you have a piece of acetate in between. So in the file, it will tell you that this layer should be cut out of 1/4" wood, this layer should be cut out of 1/8" wood, and then this should be cut out of acetate. So I will tell you, I will explain to you what acetate is if you're not familiar with that. So this is, hold on, I've got paint. I have paint on my hands. Let me not get paint on my acetate because I need those to stay nice and clean. So hold that thought just a second. Always paint everywhere. I've gone to the store and I've looked down at my hands and I'm like, oh my gosh, because I think it's all off and then I find it later. Okay, so this is acetate. You can get packs of this at your craft store. You can get it on Amazon. They come in clear sheets. So I've cut these 3 candies out of acetate, just these little clear. Now you can use acrylic if you like. I would use the thinnest acrylic they make. I know they make a 16" clear acrylic. So I would recommend the thinner because you don't want too many thick layers. And then one of these is one layer is cut out of 1/8" wood and the other layer is cut out of 1/4" wood. Now I did all 1/4", but you definitely want to have at least the bottom layer be 1/4" wood because you want it to have enough room for all your little fun fillers to roll around. I have heard people say that they've cut the entire thing out of 1/8", so it can be done, but I think that they have more room to move around if you make your bottom layer out of 1/4" wood. Okay, so I hope that's not confusing. So one of these layers, because they're going to be stacked like this, the bottom layer, you don't need to paint. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and just get rid of 3 of those, and we're going to paint these 3. And one of them I'm going to use bright salmon, which is kind of an orange color, but it's got a little pink hint to it. I like this color. This one is brand new. Brand new and doesn't want to open. There we go. And I think I'm going to just grab another little piece of sponge because it's just a quick way to paint. You could use a brush, you could use a makeup sponge, whatever you want to use, but this is just a quick way to get a nice thick layer of paint on. I love this bright salmon color. It's so pretty. Okay, there's that one. That's all you need on there. And then we're going to use, this is called Laguna. You don't need much paint at all for these. And I just chose colors that I thought matched my my fillers, my little sparkles that I wanted to use. So I picked out colors that were just as close of a match as I could find. All right, and then this one is going to be green tree. All of these are deco art. This one is clogged up. Oops, uh-oh, you don't need that much. Don't want to waste that. And my last little piece of sponge here. Okay, super simple. All three of those are done. Never use bright salmon. It is a very pretty color. I love it. I think it's so pretty. Okay, and then I'm going to do a little bit more white on these and a little bit more white on the frame. And then we can put everything together. This was really quick. These are super cute, just kind of sitting on a table, you know, around Halloween time. When you first walk in your door, I'd always try to put like a little something right there. I use shakers all the time there. Just brighten up this white just a little bit more. Yeah, it is like a salmon kind of corally color. All right. Going to touch up this purple here a little bit. Okay. Let that dry. And let's just touch up our, ooh, goodness. Oh, you know what? I used a brush, a sponge for my white. We can do that again. You don't see acetate on my Amazon, just any acetate. I thought the acetate was on my Amazon list, but if you are in the group, if you have joined SVG Clubhouse, acetate is on your supply list. So if you go, so when I give you a supply list, there's no supply list for the bonus files, but I do a supply list every month for the monthly files. So if you go to the October monthly files, to the supply list for those, I have acetate on the supply list because we did the Christmas stocking shaker. So look under the Christmas stocking shaker and you will see a link. But pretty much I've ordered a couple of different brands of acetate from Amazon and they've both worked. I know I've got the Cricut brand one before. Cricut has one. and it cuts really fast on your Glowforger laser. It's so thin. It's like cutting cardstock. It's the same settings as cardstock is what you cut it on. I don't know off the top of my head what the settings are though. I'm sorry. Everybody's laser is a little bit different. So y'all know, like, it really depends on your laser and your material and all of that. You have to kind of play around with it, but it's definitely like the same settings as cardstock. All right, let me get all this paint off of me. You are so welcome, Sheila. Yeah, I could have sworn it was on my Amazon supply list. I'll have to go and update that. I thought I put acetate on there a long time ago. But I do need to probably update those links because sometimes those links change. So I need to go on there and update those because sometimes Amazon changes stuff. All right, so let's start putting things together. We've got our frame. And I'm going to put my, where's my glue? I'm going to put my letters on first. And I've connected your dot on your eye on here. So you don't have to worry about it falling through your honeycomb bed. I always try to connect those on my files. It drives me crazy when they fall through. So it is connected for y'all. This is Starbond glue. If you go to my supply list, I think you will probably see Stick Fast glue. It's the same thing pretty much. Like I really don't see any difference. I use them interchangeably. But last time I ordered Starbond because I couldn't find Stick Fast. Sometimes it's out of stock. But I try to get the thicker one. This is this is the medium one. And it works just fine. But the thicker the better because it doesn't run as easily. So I do like to use thicker glue for laser projects. Hey there, happy Friday. I can't see your name because you're watching from a Facebook group and sometimes it won't show me your name. I like to do a lot of either white or black on these shakers because I really like my color to come in through the glitter, or not glitter, sequins or fillers or whatever you use. So it's not too busy. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and do our frame. Okay, now I'm going to get my clamps out and clamp these for just a minute. Whoops, that one just came off. Typically don't have to stay clamped for more than just like a minute or two because the glue dries so fast. Okay. I need to get my hair dryer. Did I bring my hair dryer down here? I don't think I did. I might have to get my regular hair dryer out. I'm waiting for this to dry because I don't want to put my little filler things in there until that is dry. It's almost dry. Almost. In the meantime, I will show you what I'm using for my fillers. Okay, so I got these at Michael's. Hold on. Paint, paint, paint everywhere. Okay, so these are what I got at Michael's. So I bought these little orange ones, and I thought the salmon color would go really well with those. These are Recollections brand, and the orange ones are little triangles, but they have like an iridescent kind of shimmer to them. And then so does this one. This one is also Recollections. These are actually, the funny thing is when I look them up close, you know what these are? These are butterflies, but you would never even like really notice that they're butterflies. Isn't that funny? I thought they were stars. That shows you how blind I'm getting in my old age. But anyway, these are like that light blue color that I thought would go well with the Laguna. And then I really liked this. They only had a big container of this though. This is also the Recollections, but this is specialty polyester glitter. So it's just super shimmery, but I thought it was such a cool color for Halloween. So I got that, and that's the one that I thought would go with green. What is it? Green tree paint. Oh, Vanessa, yeah, you have a good weekend too. Thank you so much. Yeah, the video will be up in the replay. We are almost done though. Okay, so what I'm going to do is now I want to glue the blank ones that I did not paint. Okay, so we want to glue these down. So we have a border to fill with our little doodads. I can't see that. I have to lift that up. There we go. Make sure that that's lined up. I have to be like standing over top of it. So I'll probably have to touch that up a little bit. I see a little spot where I didn't get purple, but we can always touch that up afterwards. Where I got my white outside the lines. Ooh, no, don't do that. Okay, there we go. All right, so all those are glued down. So those are our unpainted ones. And now we want to fill those with our cute little filler items. Okay, so let's see. Green, orange, blue. Let's put the orange in the middle because that color is a little bit different from the other colors. So let's do that. And you don't want to overfill because you want them to have room to move around. So fill it up, but don't overfill. Where'd my top go? Here it is. Let's do the green. Oh no. Uh-oh. Now I've done it. Now I've done it. What to do? Okay, I have a plan. I have a plan. I knew that was going to come out fast. I should have known. I should have sprinkled it in my hand first. So normally I use my little silhouette pickup tool, but oh gosh, this is like a lot of glitter. I made a mess. I might have to just finish it and then dump that out. I think that is what I might have to do. Okay, it's not too much in there though. I think I'm okay, but I'm just gonna have to get that off like after we're all done. That is really fine. Those sequins are really fine. Okay, so don't do what I did and make a mess. It will be all right. And then we're gonna do our blue. All right, blue. Don't splatter everywhere. So if you have just a little random stray sequin, this is what I use. This is called the Silhouette Pick Me Up tool. It's got a little like clay tacky thing on the end. Here's the top. So you can get this on Amazon. You can also get it at the craft stores. And I just use it to just pick up my little stray pieces. But for this pile over here that I did, we're just gonna have to like dump that off when we're done because that's too many to pick up with this tool. Some of them are really tiny and they're very staticky, unfortunately. All right, so now this is the part you have to be super careful. We're gonna put our acetate sheets on. So make sure you don't have any dust or glitter or hair or whatever smudges on your acetate. And then we're going to be super careful with our glue. You don't want to get any glue inside. So that's why I recommend the thick glue. And I'm just little tiny dots around here. You don't need a ton of glue. We're going to lay that on top of our first layer. And just drop it down on there. Be very gentle with it. Make sure you have it where you want it. You don't want to move it around a whole lot. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my top on. So same thing, just careful. You don't want to do like a ton of glue and have glue everywhere. And then this goes on top, just like so. Okay. The clear sheets are called acetate, and they are, if you are in the club, any of my shakers have the acetate listed on the supply list. So for the October files, because I don't give you a supply list for the bonus files, but I do give you a supply list for the monthly files. So go to your October supply list and look under the shaker frame that we did, the one with the stockings. Look under that and you will see a link to the acetate. But honestly, pretty much any acetate works. I've gotten it at Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Amazon. It's all pretty much the same. I have not had an issue with any kind of weird acetate. I know off the top of my head that I have bought the Cricut brand before, if that helps. If you see the Cricut brand. Did I put the acetate? I did. I forgot for a minute if I put the acetate on there. All righty. I wish I had a little tiny vacuum to get these off. I'm just gonna have to be patient. I'm gonna have to be patient. I'm gonna have to wait until my project is dry and then get this off of there. Maybe I can blow them off after I put this, after I put the top on these. I can just like, I can blow them off. Okay. And our little green. Do you cut on your laser? Yes, yes. We just actually talked about that. So if you rewind the video, you can cut acetate with your laser. It's the same settings that you cut cardstock. You can cut cardstock and acetate. I don't know the settings off the top of my head. I did post them in the group. I believe they're under the featured tab in the SVG Clubhouse Facebook group. All right, we're going to see. Let me take these clamps off. We're going to see if I can blow these sequins off of here. Into my trash can. All right, hold on. Hey, that worked pretty well. I think there's just like a couple of little ones left on there. Okay, so I don't want to move this around a ton because it is still wet. But see how you can see these little sequins all moving around in there? How fun is that? I love shakers. I think they're just most fun. Yeah, if you look in the Facebook group, like I said, under the featured tab, I do believe I have the settings for Glowforge and for like a 100-watt laser, because I have a Thunder laser that's 100-watt. You've never made a shaker, Donna? They are so fun. They really are. So that's it, guys. How easy is that? They really are simple. Once you get your settings down and you cut your acetate and you get confident about it, they're really like pretty easy, quick projects to do. Blah blah blah. I can't talk. Yeah, they're very fun. So that is that. You have a Thunder 2460. Okay. Now mine is 100 watts, so you may have to cut at a little higher power than the settings in the that I posted on there, but maybe not, honestly, because acetate is so thin that it doesn't take a whole lot of power to cut it. I mean, it cuts in like 2 seconds. It's so fast, especially with a Thunder. Yeah. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. And like I said, if you have not joined and you want to join, then definitely get on there today. The link is in the video description. It's scrolling down here at the bottom of the screen. I'm like pointing in the right direction, svgclubhouse.com. And because you want to get this bonus file, because after today, it will be gone. You are very welcome. All right, thanks so much, guys. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you tomorrow for the Baby It's Cold Outside door hanger, and I'll post the time. Thanks a lot. Bye.